Hey guys, I just wanted to have another deck profile for the past tournament I just went to. I can't remember if it was regional states, but it was post it was pre-CYAC, I believe. Just coming to you a little bit late. My apologies. I just wanted to give you to it now because I really enjoy this deck and I think it's just a great starter deck to use if you're um, not new to Yu-Gi-Oh but newer to the metagame. So we'll just get into it. It is pure Tri-Brigade. So first we have 3 Rescue Cat. This is a very good card. It's my favorite card um, in the entirety of the game. It is your best starter. It gives you 2 things on board. It can let you use Farragut, bring it back with Revolt so you can get extra draw. It spawns 2 guys at the deck so you can get Kid active. Just all around very good. We of course have the Tri-Brigade, which is 3 Fractal, 3 Karas, 2 Kit. You could bump this up to 3, definitely, and 3 Noble. This makes sense. This is, I like 11 names, but you could definitely do 12. It makes probably more sense just because this is a pure variant. We of course are running only 2 Revolt. You don't really want 3 because you can search it. I never needed more than 2. For the power cards, we have the 2 Pot of Desires we allocated. Unfortunately, this isn't at 3 anymore, but that makes sense. You know, this card is very strong. It does suck when you banish your driver, or like 2 of your Revolts. But I usually wait. 3-dimensional barrier. Dimensional barrier is very good. It doesn't affect this deck at all. So I've elected to main deck it just because it is such a blowout. For hand traps, when using 3 Ash, best card in the game. 3 Gamma, which is unfortunate because after the ban list you won't be able to use it, which is why I think the Cat is so good because you can go Cat and the Ash and the Gamma and you rip out 2 cards from their hands. Driver, of course. Ogre, I think Ogre is very good, but I'll probably relegate this to the side deck. We'll probably replace this with the 3rd Kit. Or replace these roles with it. Droll because of the format, but it was fine. It's not very good because you also add cards to your hand during your turn, so make sure of that what you will. And also 1 DD Crow because this is searchable. DD Crow is very good with purely running around. There's also Telements running around. So this is definitely still good just because it is an Abystial. I just selected to run it because you can search it with Shrek's effect. We are running 3 Imperm. Imperm is generically good. I like this rather than Effect Veiler because you can set this with a Revolt, and so if your opponent's going to Cosmic Cyclone you, they would have to choose between which one's which. That's why I prefer that. We're also running 1 Alpha Master of Beasts as a bit. I just like this card. I like it with an extra going first potential over Pankratops just because it is a beast technically. For 1-offs, we're running 1 Tanky. I only have the 1 Tanky, which is probably why. Bump this up to 2 or 3 in accordance with your roll allocations. 1 Call by the Grave. Call by is very good. 1 TTT. One of the rounds I had was Rescue Cat, Gamma, Call by TTT. So I ripped 3 cards out of the hand and got full combo. And man, that is just not fun for my opponent. We're running 1 Instant Fusion. It's just another Call by the Grave with Millennium Wise Restrict. Cosmic Cyclone for back row decks just in case. And a Solemn Strike for fun. Solemn Strike really performs very well, honestly. Obviously going second, it's a little bit, but you go first, you open up Solemn Strike. Sometimes D-Barrier doesn't cut it. Sometimes in turn 3 or 4, you're going to be against more hand traps or just access code. So when they special summon, you just strike it, and it's like, oh, yeah, I didn't expect that. So that's the list. It's 40 cards, I believe, flat on the bill. For the extra deck, we're running pretty basic stuff. 2 Farragut, this makes sense. You don't really need a 3rd. 1 Bear Brum to search for Revolt. one Rugal just for the Link 3. This is great because if you can make this, and if your opponent cosmics out or destroys the revolt, you can bring back Shurg, not activate the effect, still get the search off like the Nerval or whatever, and you can use Rugal to proc Shurag's effect independently when you want. With other cards you can spawn out with the Tri-Brigades, I like DDL. DDL is the best one, I think, by far. The Link 3 Doom Eagle, I think, is pretty overrated. I'm not the best fan. We're also running Appaloosa Bow of the Goddess. This is part of your initial end board, so it makes sense. Millenniumizer Strict for the instant fusion, which we can link off into a Link Rebo. This also works with Nerval. We're also running Nightmare Phoenix, Unicorn, and Access Code Talker for going second. As well as Underworld Goddess. I'll probably replace this with IP Masquerena. I didn't need it, especially since I have like a Kaiju in the side, but I thought it was fine. You can replace this with pretty much anything. We just have an Omega to hand loop just in case. Here's a side deck. This was kind of thrown together last minute. Pankratops because why not? I did want a Kaiju. We'll probably bump this up to 3 just because when I saw it, I really needed it. A second DD Crow, which was fine. For the back row, I had Duster and the other 2 Cosmics. For going first, I had Solemn Judgment, which was kind of not needed. I already had D Barrier. If anything, I'll just take out the D barriers from the main. But these were fine. And then Evenly, which I performed the entire time. So, I really hope you enjoyed this deck profile. I think this is a really fun, simple beginning deck to get you into, competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Now that it's going to Gen 8, I believe, post Albaz storyline or whatever. And I think Tri-Brigades are really fun, just because it allows you to just have so much power. So yeah, that's all, and subscribe, and I'll see you later.